Law enforcement agencies everywhere are looking at the Justice Department's report on the response to the Robb Elementary School shooting.
Definitely a lot to learn. Inside, nearly 300 safety recommendations. The Night Team's Patty Santos talked to a police training instructor who says we can all learn from that tragedy.
A horrendous way to learn.
Michael Davis says every mass shooting since 1999 has changed the way law enforcement are trained, including the 2022 shooting in Uvalde.
Always as instructors, we look at after action reports and DOJ recommendations so that we can be ahead of the game and really start to look at, what could be the next threat.
Davis is an instructor at the Alamo Area Regional Law Enforcement Academy. He urges all public safety agencies to review the 600-page report and its nearly 300 recommendations immediately.
Having that mindset of it'll never happen here or hasn't happened here is the wrong mindset to have. Our goal is to be prepared.
Davis says officers from 12 counties get state and federally required training at the academy, and the report has prompted his team to take action.
We've seen our committees start to communicate, bring in agency heads and say, hey, let's have a conversation.
He hopes law enforcement leaders will take 3 steps. 1, see the need to strategically communicate with neighboring entities. 2, update policies. And 3, practice their emergency plans.
But the more you plan for these types of things, the better you can mitigate and work around it. All of it really comes down to having those discussions, training, mutual aid agreements.
We asked area school districts if their police departments have reviewed the recommendations. Northeast ISD said, quote, "We will continue to go through the report and ensure our police officers and safety specialists are apprised of it as well." Northside ISD says the police department has the report and, quote, "School safety will always be a priority for us at NISD, as well as our efforts to improve existing practices and protocols." San Antonio Police said their officers go through the state active shooter training every 2 years. Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Well, postage prices are going up tomorrow. Starting Sunday, the cost of forever stamps will go up 2 cents. The price to send priority mail and ground advantage shipments also going up more than 5%. This will be the 5th stamp price hike since 2021. They were just 41 cents when they came out back in 2007.
Microsoft's security team investigating how a Russian hacking group accessed the emails of some of the company's top employees. Microsoft says they detected the attack on its systems about a week ago. The hackers initially accessed a few senior leaders' email accounts in late November by using a password spray attack in an attempt to hack into a mass number of accounts. Microsoft's still in the process of notifying the victims who had their emails compromised.
Israeli missile strikes left at least 5 people dead inside a building in Syria's capital of Damascus today. The news comes as the U.S. hit another Houthi target after the Iranian-backed group continues to harass commercial ships in the Middle East. Rob Kirkpatrick explains this growing conflict.
Fears of an escalating conflict amid Israel's war in Gaza are growing after a missile strike hit a building in Damascus, Syria. According to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, 4 Iranian military advisors and members of Syrian forces were killed in what Iran deemed an Israeli strike. Israel Defense Forces declined to comment. Also on Saturday, U.S. forces struck and destroyed a Houthi anti-ship missile south of Yemen. Military officials say the missile threatened merchant and U.S. Navy ships in the Gulf of Aden. Meantime, the office of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reiterated his stance that Israel must retain security control over Gaza following the war against Hamas. This comes after a Thursday phone call with President Biden where Netanyahu appeared to reject the idea of creating a Palestinian state, adding to tensions between Washington and Jerusalem.
A number of types of two-state solutions. There's a number of countries that are members of the UN that still don't have their own military. A number of states that have limitations on them. And so I think there's ways in which this could work.
The Prime Minister of Israel should have the ability to say no, even to our greatest friends, when he has to.
Also on Saturday, U.S. personnel were injured in a rocket attack on Al-Assad Air Base in western Iraq. It was not immediately clear how many were injured or what their conditions were. I'm Rob Kirkpatrick reporting.
Iranian-backed militia group Islamic Resistance in Iraq claimed responsibility for that missile attack on an airbase in western Iraq. The group emphasized its commitment to resisting the American presence in the region and cited the attack to the response to what they're calling, quote, Zionist entities massacres in the Gaza Strip.
New year, new movement. That could be the case for the San Antonio real estate market. Coming up, what realtors are saying could be coming for our housing market here.
A new year could mean new movement for the San Antonio real estate market. High home prices and even higher mortgage rates were the norm last year. But now realtors are talking to the Night Team's Avery Everett about what to expect this year in 2024.
This area leading right into the family area.
In the hunt to buy a home,
it's going to be a very solid market.
broker associate David Anderson says he's hopeful for 2024.
I think it has a potential to be really solid.
After a year of high home prices and high mortgage rates, Anderson says the San Antonio real estate market is on the move.
Everything that was going wrong at the beginning of 2022 is going right in 2024.
Right now, looking at the potential for 2024,
it's a Toastmaster fireplace.
Anderson says mortgage rates could see the most change.
We know interest rates. In the last 11 weeks, interest rates have dropped continually. The last 2 weeks bumped up a little bit, but we know everything that falls quickly must come back up quickly.
Right now, he says home prices in some parts of town are still pretty steep.
Prices are not coming down, but they're still going up, but at a slower rate, which helps out buyers.
Anderson says 2024 will still be a seller's market, meaning the demand for homes is still higher than the supply.
And this house in particular,
His advice for those looking to sell is simple.
get your homes ready and get them on the market now, because if you wait till the competition gets there, you're going to be behind the curve.
Brokers tell us what's available on the market, and interest rates are usually the typical factors that can really fluctuate a market. In 2024, though, the real estate market could be impacted by a couple of new laws that just took effect at the beginning of this year involving property taxes and homeowners associations.
This has been something that's been pushed for a while.
John Taylor, a political science professor at UTSA, says of the 31 new laws that went into effect on January 1st, multiple could have market impacts.
Regarding property taxes, specifically, people need to keep in mind that it drives down local school district tax rates and doubles the homestead exemption.
Some laws could even affect current homeowners.
HOAs have to provide property owners with a list of what is not allowed.
A new year could always bring new challenges.
You can imagine all the things, the lively people moving around.
But Anderson says for the first time in a long time, he's feeling hopeful about market change. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Comes down to if you need a house, you're going to buy a house, I think. I'm not having any problems.
Yeah, it depends with the rates and everything. They need to come down a little bit, and it's hard to get into the market sometimes. That's the challenge. It's getting your foot in the door. All right, anyway, let's talk about our temperatures. It's a little on the cool side right now. A good night if you have a little fire ring in the backyard or something like that. It's perfect for it. Maybe do some s'mores. I like s'more, yeah. Or
just bundle up.
Just bundle up. Yeah, with the fire's hot enough, you don't need too much. Anyway, it's good night for that. Not much of a breeze out there. 39 degrees in town, mid-30s in the hill country right now. 39 Hondo, 41 Stinson on the south side, 38 Bulverde, 36 currently in Bernie. Notice the temperature just falling off 3 to 5 degrees for the rest of the night. So not a big change, but a critical change in parts of the hill country where when we get a few sprinkles in the morning, temperatures could dip below freezing. We'll talk about the very light and insignificant icing potential. Better yet, good rain chances on the way. We'll time it out and talk about how much in a bit.
It's cold here, but not as cold as it has been up north. My daughter getting her first taste of real winter out on the river where we're currently living, and she was just having a blast walking on that frozen ice.
Frozen water.
Mm-hmm.
That's
San Antonio River, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Not quite that cold. You were out on the ice doing some fishing.
We call it the hard water.
Yes.
Yeah, we're out on the hard water, drilling our holes, dropping lines, jigging, catching walleye. Oh, it was good
What
stuff.
language is that?
Ice fishing.
Ice fishing.
Yeah, you kind of got to go to understand it. Otherwise,
got to be from up north.
Maybe sometime.
Oh, that's a whopper there. Good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a whopper.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're going to talk about the weather?
It's cold, don't you know? I can say that because I had that accent when I was younger, and sometimes it still comes out. Anyway.
It's coming back.
It's coming back.
Usually, the full circle moment for Gerber.
Full circle.
We're eating up your time, Kasky.
I don't care. Whatever. We're good. We're all friends here. All right. Look at our January temperatures. Almost 6 degrees below average. It's been a cold month. Yeah, the warmest was 74, but the coldest 18 degrees. Today, we started at 27, then we topped out at 41 for the high temperature. Tomorrow morning, upper 20s in the hill country, just above freezing elsewhere. Stone Oak 35, Lackland area 37, along with Von Army and Converse 36. By the afternoon, we only make it to about 39, 40 degrees for the high temperature. I think 39 for most of us. Notice our morning temperature trend. It's on the rise. You can uncover the plants tomorrow afternoon and evening. You can put the potted plants back out, let them soak in the rain that's going to be coming our way, because the morning temperatures do climb along with afternoon temps. Now, tomorrow morning, we talked about that brief little light freeze in the hill country and even just scraping northern Bexar County, the typically cooler spots, with some sprinkles. I mean, we're talking sprinkles here. We could have some insignificant light glazing on a few elevated surfaces. I mean, we're talking mailboxes, street signs, maybe a few car windshields, backyard decks. That's about it. Even then, more of a gee whiz thing than anything that would be problematic. No impacts to travel expected. Otherwise, we get some good rain starting to develop. It's going to be very light most of the day tomorrow and coming and going, so not all that disruptive, but just cool and damp through the day. Then tomorrow night, the heavier rain moves in, some embedded downpours, few rumbles of thunder tomorrow night into the morning commute on Monday. And then by Monday afternoon, it all pushes east. And just some of our eastern counties, talking Lavaca County, Gonzales, DeWitt, could have some stray showers Monday afternoon, but locally will start to dry out. We will take every drop we can get. We still have the extreme drought around San Antonio, Bexar County, and surrounding counties. We'll take whatever we can get. And actually, we're in the worst drought in the entire part of the state. We still have the worst luck. And our rain chances are good. I mean, they're peaking at 90% tomorrow night, 80% Monday morning, then 40 to 60% Tuesday and Wednesday. Overall potential between now and middle of next week, I think 2 to 3 inches will be pretty common in many backyard rain gauges around San Antonio, Bexar County, and of course surrounding areas. The farther you go west, though, the less you're likely to get. Conversely, east of town, higher amounts, possibly even up to 5 inches or more as you get closer to the Gulf coastline. 50s on Monday, 60s on Tuesday. I think you know where I'm getting here, this trend. We'll be back into the 70s for high temperatures by Thursday and Friday. And that's with some sunshine, too. I think our parade of disturbances will be coming to an end toward the middle and especially end of next week.
I think we're getting the best of both worlds, personally.
That's right, we are.
Appreciate
I love
Mother Nature giving me a free sample of what I'm going to move to. Yes. Thank you very much. All right, Mary, chance of USA could be heard today from Toyota Field.
It was a big crowd, a fun atmosphere. The U.S. men's national team debuting nearly a dozen players in this afternoon's international friendly against Slovenia at Toyota Field. Plus, in a matinee Big 12 clash, Texas scored a buzzer beater to lock in the upset over ninth-ranked Baylor. Welcome back. The United States men's national team opened up its 2024 schedule with a friendly against Slovenia this afternoon at Toyota Field. Slovenia forces a mistake from the USA backline in the 26th minute, and it's Nate Gradishar slotting the ball past goalkeeper Patrick Schulte for the 1-goal lead. USA on the attack now. Cross to Bernard Kamungo, but his shot is eventually blocked, and the second try is knocked away, and Slovenia wins the friendly 1-0, extending the Americans' now 6-game winless streak to European opponents. The 9th-ranked Baylor men's basketball team visiting Texas in Austin for a Big 12 showdown. The Bears come in ranked 3rd nationally in three-point shooting as Jacoby Walter knocks it down from the top of the key. Texas adds to its lead on the other end. Caden Shedrick makes a nice move on the block for the two-handed jam. Fast forward to the final 2 possessions of this game. Jalen Bridges drains the game-tying triple from the left wing, but with 5.1 seconds remaining, Tyrese Hunter takes it all the way and gets the layup to go to beat the clock as Texas wins it 75-73. The Longhorns will be looking for plenty more upsets coming up.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
The Houston Texans Cinderella story came to an end against the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC divisional round this afternoon. The first half was pretty evenly matched, with the Texans scoring a touchdown, but on a 67-yard punt return by Steven Sims, the Ravens defense didn't allow the Texans to score an offensive touchdown. And come time for the second half, Houston was completely silenced. Meanwhile, MVP favorite Lamar Jackson became the first QB since at least 1948 with at least 2 touchdown passes and 2 touchdown runs, 100 yards rushing, and a 100 passer rating in the same game. Tonight, Victor Wembanyama helped the Spurs come back from a 12-point deficit late in the fourth quarter against the Wizards, scoring a game-high 24 points. Jeremy Sohan dropped 23, and Devin Vassell 21 points as San Antonio defeated Washington 131-127. It was the Spurs' first win on their current 5-game road trip. And next up, the Spurs are in Philadelphia for a meeting with the heavyweight 76ers Monday at 6 before San Antonio returns home for 7 straight games.
There they go.
Yes.
There they go.
That's what they needed. That's going to spark a bunch of wins.
Yes. There you go. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Before we let you go, I want to give you another look here from TransGuide at that accident we told you about at the top of the show. This is at I-35 in Salado Creek where the camera is, but the accident actually happening at AT&T Parkway. We don't know much information, but you can see quite a mess out there.
Yeah, they're definitely backed up, those cars. So if you can avoid that area at all costs, we would suggest doing that as we get more information for you.
Looks like those are the southbound lanes.
Yeah, that's what I was looking
at. Yeah, and I'm just trying to confirm that right now, but it looks like southbound lanes there. All right, good rain. Chilly tomorrow, but turning damp. Heaviest and most widespread rain tomorrow night. Uncover the plants tomorrow afternoon.
Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.